that last one.
I ain't even, sometimes,
You can have it.
no, I don't need it. But sometimes my body's hanging my teeth and I don't know. Like
Big time stakes as we approach the end of the season. Pole positioning, playoff spots, all on the table, but only if you find a way to win. Welcome to Memorial Stadium, Lincoln, Nebraska, and home of the Cornhuskers. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started.
I mean, you didn't try to
the Cornhuskers will put total leather and will get started. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Nittany Lions offense takes the field to start this game off. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll leave it with him. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Quickly to the tight end. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
The give to the tailback. Is Junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow.
They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
The Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. On the move. Plows through the defense. Found a little running room, and they get him stopped after a pickup of 6 to the 32. The Nittany Lions can really attack on this second and short. Off the boot, looking for his man. Moving out of the pocket. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. Goes to the option. Now the pitch. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Penn State! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And this offense just made their first statement, the first drive. 4th down. What are we going to do? We're going to be aggressive. Not only that, they get the touchdown. They're rewarded. What a hot start for this offense.
No, it's like further.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. He marched 78 yards down the field, and he finished off the drive with a 30-yard scoring scamper. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Nebraska Cornhuskers offense will get the ball for the first time. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing, tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible. Because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him. But what a challenge this defense faces today.
Great style points on that catch, but they didn't pick up any yardage. And the Huskers racing to the line in the hurry up. Wants to go up top. Throws for the tight end. It's complete. He'll work his way down to the 28. No huddle here for the offense.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
He's got an open man. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but Hugh did a great job there with the play-action fake. He really took his time and sold it. And that's what froze the linebackers in the second level of the defense to help make that completion a whole lot easier.
The Huskers are threatening on 1st and goal. Wants to keep it in the air. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. It's only 1st down. It's not there. Throw it away. Live to play another day.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Sets up the screen. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
Well, they've gotten it down to the 3, but now it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
And those sting for offenses, man. You've got an opportunity to get in the end zone, to get the touchdown. It's not easy. It's hard to get guys open. He comes open, and the quarterback, man, I bet he wishes he had that one back.
Never a doubt. Right down the middle. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So they are lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut him down. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. The official was offered the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll run this play from the pistol. Wants to go up top. Trying to escape and get it himself. At the 35, he's open. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
Man, that used to just drive me nuts. I couldn't stand that. The quarterback drops back to pass, scrambles around. You got me chasing you all over the field, getting close to the sideline. Stay in bounds. Please stay in bounds. Let me get a little bit of a reward for all my running so I can just put some kind of hit on it. Nope, steps out of bounds.
We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats.
See my phone?
Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Trying to impose their will with the run. Gets it out across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 42 as this offense trying to put together a good drive.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and 1, and now you're set up to fail.
The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big 3rd down. He'll pitch it. There he goes. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play.
These offenses are so hard to stop when you run the option because they play the quarterback well. They get it to the running back. The defense looks pretty good, but 3rd and short, they get the yardage they need, and they...
I got what?
You gotta go to the bathroom. I tell her you're doing your leg. Doing the rest, y'all wait till the last minute.
I'm good.
Arista comes running out the room. I'm like, girl, why do you wait till the last minute? She was like, no, it just came to me.
It just, because you don't think about it when you're doing something. You're like, oh my God,
But it didn't just come to me.
And then you about to die when you're
sitting there moving.
I be doing that too. It's bad. Like, I'm starting to think that I'm ruining my bladder.
No, throw that thing away and go on. He got to go to the bathroom.
I'm good.
No.
Thanks.
And the Nittany Lions are marching down the field.
Thank you. Thank you.
Leaves it with the back. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stint, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
Got a little space. Still running at the 35. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator of where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that because that's a big game. I got to make sure I shut this down the next time they run it.
To the air on first down. They're working that left side. Headed to the end zone. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in Conference USA. Louisiana Tech is down right now, but this young man under center today has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born in Ruston today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Jacksonville State. Implications galore inside CUSA, and we'll circle back should anything big happen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something we do good and build maybe a little bit of momentum so next week we play a little bit better football.
The Cornhuskers want to pick up the tempo. DB's right up on the receivers. Finds his big tight end. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Huskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Offense working from the pistol. Power football with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Might be changing the route. To the air on 2nd down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Really good play by this defense, and you know exactly what you're getting with this guy. Man, he is electric. He is dynamic. He'll make plays, so you got to do a good job of containing him in the pocket. And when he starts to scramble, chase from one side. Don't overlap with another guy. Nice job by the defense.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Intercepted. Stopped just across midfield at the 49, but not before he forces the turnover and sets up this offense.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Starts a drive trying to go up top. He's got him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments.
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw on first down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Well, the big fella's trying to work the drag route. He does a good job getting lost in the wash. He comes out the other side. He's open. He's just got to make the catch.
Wants to fire on second down. He tries to take the top off. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
They'll run the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Nittany Lions will punt it away on fourth down. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, David, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to come into a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Huskers decide to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll take it on the return. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. To the ground with the back. Picks up the first down. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. The Nittany Lions will hustle to the line. They'll ride the hot hand. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
My goodness, this offense has got it rolling. They might put up a 50-burger. This defense, they don't have any answers right now. They're going to just figure something out.
The Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Complete downfield. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you loved playing on teams with great offenses.
The Nittany Lions trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. They'll immediately call timeout.
And if you want to bring all your tight ends in the game, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to bring in more linebackers, more defensive linemen, get ready for the run, less speed on the field, especially when you get down here in the red zone. I feel like I can match up man-to-man with those tight ends in the back end. Nice job understanding a run was coming.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Now the toss. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. Touchdown, Penn State! Quick strike through the air for the score. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. That touchdown drive covered 61 yards. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Handoff to the lone back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first 2 quarters in Lincoln, but let's just go with notable. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering 2 things. What just happened? And what do we do now to try to make this respectable? And with that, back to the Sea of Red and our guys at Memorial Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Nittany Lions will boot it away to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Complete to the right. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Gashing the D on the right. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Cornhuskers want to crank the tempo.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Quickly out to the tight end. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Well, it looks to me like the offense made some adjustments at halftime. Only 3 points in the first half. But here we go in the first drive of this third quarter. And this quarterback looks locked in. Really nice throw there to pick up the first down.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The play action fake. Looking to the big tight end. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football, and you really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
Good, right down the boulevard. That'll trim the deficit to 15. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Interesting showdown in the MAC today, men. Take a look at how things are playing out. Northern Illinois has the lead right now, but they haven't been able to separate themselves just yet inside Husky Stadium. They're up by 7 over Akron. Any big developments here in the MAC, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Handoff to the single running back. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Right back to the well. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass. The throw. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Oh, he's going to be brought down. A huge loss on the play. Tough linebackers getting after quarterbacks. The Huskers have a rich tradition of that.
Yeah, and you think about the black shirts, and you hear that if you're a Nebraska fan, you know exactly what that means. Guys that are different, guys that see it, that hunt it, that go get the football like this guy just did.
The Nittany Lions trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Cruz. And he'll be brought down.
Well, if you're on defense, I mean, that's the way you want to get this quarterback running. He's right-handed, so get him to go to his left where you expect the accuracy to come way down. If they continue to do that, that's going to work in the defense's favor.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Right on the money. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Nittany Lions are on the move. The running back has it. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Trucks through the defender. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Here's the handoff. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Going to sling it on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And that's a really good job by this defense, a complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Running back searching for a hole. They knock him down right at the 20-yard line. Not enough for the first down, but maybe they'll keep the offense on the field. So they'll send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you've just simply got to make them.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch. And the Huskers come to the line in the hurry up.
How crazy is it that one of the best receivers in all of college football just made his first catch in this big of a game? You've got to give the defense tons of credit. They've had a plan for him. They've limited him, and that's why they're going to win.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
It's really hard to win football games when you're one-dimensional offensively, and that's the case. They just have not been able to get anything going, throwing it deep down the field. They haven't won their one-on-one matchups. Quarterback has missed some throws, and as a result, in the 4th quarter, they barely have 100 yards passing, and that's why they're losing.
Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Fires downfield. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row.
Got to give this defense credit, guys, because all game long they have forced their opponent to be one-dimensional. They haven't allowed anything to happen in the passing game. As a result, we're here in the 4th quarter. They barely allowed over 100 yards passing.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. He lobs one high down the left side. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And what a great moment for that young man right there. That's his first career interception in college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make an impact for his defense this year and comes up with a massive play right there.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Here comes the option. The pitch. Turning it on. Gets it past the marker. And a big play there on the option. The pitch was executed perfectly.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
They've got it inside the 30 at the 28. First down. On the move, it's Russ. He's inside the... Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. And the pummeling has started. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue. That running back just had a caravan of blockers to take him into the end zone.
There's not very many times at home, Reese, where I'm going to say that everybody watching on their couch could have scored on that play. This is one of them.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week in the American, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Army is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winners Blanchard and Davis and Dawkins among the legends to wear that uniform. They're trailing by just 4 to UTSA. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Working that left side now. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He's got the tight end. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Huskers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They get him in the backfield, and he loses 3 on the play.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be...
Turning on the Jets at the 20. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together and maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. The Cornhuskers will try to punch it in on first and goal. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. He found his open target, accurate throw, and 2 plays through the air, and they've got 6 points on the board.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. They knocked through the extra point, but they still trail 31-13. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. The deficit is huge, this one is all, but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Just a short pass to the tight end. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now all of a sudden...
Oh, he's got some space. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State! And the beatdown has ensued. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
Way to make a split-second decision by that quarterback. He sees the defender commit. Boom. Pitch the ball. Not only pitch the ball, on target, so now the running back can catch it. He didn't have to reach behind him. He didn't have to reach in front of him. Caught it. He did the rest, turned on the Jets, got to the house.
They'll try to add another to their lead. Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face, and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they...
Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
The lone back's got it. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Timeout call by the offense, 24 seconds left on the clock.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left. It'll be 3rd and long. Right back to him on the ground. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. Nothing like stomping the guy in the teeth when you got him down. They'll try to tack on 3 more. And this kicker might be feeling it. He made one earlier, now from 49 yards out. And they get the icing on the cake, and that might make for some long memories after this one. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I